Hey there, Blaze here, and today I want to go over my strategy for planning my next game. So first, I've got to get out my notepad, and I've got to assess my resources. Alright, so I am one guy. I am a generalist, and my finances are $0. So the game will have to be small. Think of a small game and then go smaller. Okay, but I want to build off of this, ideally. I don't want to make assets and throw them away. So I've got to plan for the next game as well. I'm one guy, so I have to be frugal here. I can't just go out making assets. I have a universe I've built up called Detrita, and the next game needs space battle assets. So, we've got a theme. Let's say this is a space game set in that universe. Space battles. Now, I need to have a goal for this game, right? Do I want to make money from this first entry? I've determined that anything on Steam for under $10 is bargain bin quality as a general rule. And I think that the market has decided that as well. This means that any free game that you can play online, like a Flash game or something that you might polish up and then try to sell on Steam for $1 or $2, probably won't, especially with the AAA free-to-play market as it is. So the question with that threshold is, do I want to make a game worth $10 up front? And for me, maybe not right now. I'm going to be spending a lot of time here learning, and I don't want to discourage myself out of finishing. So the Penny Arcade guys, Mike and Jerry, they got asked this a lot by aspiring game developers at PAX. How do they keep their artistic fire going? And their response was that when they began, a 3-panel comic strip was all they could push out before they lost motivation. When you come up with an idea and you really want to make it, you probably have a few weeks of that real passion, and then it powders out. Making games isn't really hard, but doing it alone means you have to be your own persistent force, pushing out the game bit by bit. So I'm going to keep this one small enough so that when I need to do a longer sprint before making something worth that $10 minimum, that I don't have to keep pausing my development to figure out how deleting an object works in Unity and why updates seem to happen after the object should have been deleted. So my goals now are to finish the game, education, asset creation, discovery. So hopefully someone will search Detrita, find this free game that I might put out there, and for me, video content. Hi. As I go through development of this game, I'm going to learn a number of things. And I hope that I can put out some things of interest for you. Maybe I'll have to watch an hour-long YouTube video to find the 2 or 3 nuggets. Hopefully I will find those key things, and I will condense them and I will pass them on to you. As for design of the game, for me that's the easy part. I've got designs for days. Anyone who only half builds games must have at least a dozen clanking around their head. So I'm thinking this will be Detrita. It'll have to be a core loop. Lots of enemies. Onslaught. Love it. And it's going to be a side scroller shoot 'em up. There we go. We'll go until we're happy. And time limit. This is important. 2 months. I reckon I can do it. It shouldn't be too difficult, especially if I'm not going to sell it. I don't have to worry about that feel of that fear of, oh, is this actually worth? Maybe I got to polish it. If it's $0, they don't need a functioning UI. They don't need control schemes, set any config files and such. Yeah, 2 months done. So I'll see you all at the end of February for that one, and during as well as I discover little bits about probably Godot. Until next time.